The Protectors of the Wood Adventure Series, Abby and Wendy. A story about a group of teenagers who unite to save the forest and the secrets of Hidden Valley. In despair and with her plans in ruins, Abby flees through the forest to the hidden house of her godmother, Wendy. Wendy helps Abby see different points of view and initiates her into the secrets of the underground world. She accepts her mission and joins a global movement to ban fossil fuels.
The Protectors of the Wood Adventure Series, episode number 198, Abby Finds Her Friends. A wave of exhaustion swept over Abby. She crossed the churchyard and lay down. The reporters had gone. It was finally quiet. She lay down and closed her eyes.
I feel dizzy. I keep seeing the interview. The cameras, the makeup, and cutting through it all, I can smell the stress. I think I'm frightened. The path I'm following keeps building up energy, like a balloon taking on air. What will happen with the bishop tomorrow? Will people stare at me? The interview might disappear, or it might go viral and bring more hostility. Meanwhile, I'll try to stay out of trouble.
Abby awoke a couple of hours later. The sun was going down. She knew parts of the garden needed watering and weeding. In fact, the lawn was becoming unruly and sloppy, at least by neat suburban standards. But she was starving and too tired to care about neat suburban standards.
I've become everything for everybody. At your disposal, Abby Chapman, reporting for duty. Job description: everything for everyone. Rank: general, meaning generally in charge of most everything. Oh, stop it. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Cook, eat, now.
She searched the burlap bags for food remaining from her ill-fated harvesting expedition. There were plenty of apples, finger beans, and amaranth. She ate apples and beans and then popped the amaranth seeds for 20 minutes, stirring constantly to avoid burnt seeds. Then she mixed in honey, let it cool for an hour, while she gave some attention to her guitar and whistles.
Time to cut this into candy bars. Oh my God, this is delicious.
Abby slept like a stone and was awakened in the full light of the morning by a knock on her door. Groggy and full of dreams, she yelled,
"Who is it?"
"It's me, Janet, the church secretary. Tuck wants you seated 15 minutes early today. No need to open for me. That's the whole message."
Thank you. I'll be there.
Abby drank tea and ate apples and an amaranth bar. By 10:45, the church bells rang. Abby looked out the kitchen window and saw crowds on the sidewalk.
And there is... Yes, it's definitely Chief Santiago at the gate. In uniform. We've got security. Now that's reassuring.
Abby walked across the churchyard and slipped in through the side door. She made a beeline for her front corner seat, only steps from the door. A body slid next to her on the right, so close they were touching.
Sule, how nice of you to find me today. What? Nico and Phoebe too?
Abby stood to hug them all. Phoebe and Nico took the seats directly behind her, like bodyguards keeping watch. A few seconds later, Sule whispered,
Hey, Abby, look who's here. Jeremy, Penny, and Jim. And Sammy and Gilligan, too.
and suddenly, when Abby's head was turned, waving to friends, two small figures jumped on her knees and threw their arms around her.
Tiny, Lucy.
Abby was so glad to see them. Her eyes brimmed over and tears rolled down her cheeks.
Look, everyone. She's crying.
Abby hugged them again, and Glenda and Tom Winkle persuaded the girls to move to nearby seats. Louis, Jasmine, and Nancy arrived, and they all squeezed in together. The group buzzed with conversation. The organ began playing, and Bishop Beckett and Reverend Tuck took their seats near the lectern.
Well, Sule, no mob scene today.
Soon Tuck introduced Terrence Williams.
Good morning, my brothers and sisters, and welcome to today's service. This morning, we're very lucky to have two wonderful people to do our readings. The first reading will be done by Mr. Terrence Williams. Terrence, please.
The tall, dark-skinned lawyer calmly opened the Bible and said,
The first reading from today is from Matthew 18, verse 18 through 20. Truly I say to you, whether you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whether you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Again I say to you, if two of you agreed about anything they ask, it will be done for them by my Father in heaven. For whether two or three are gathered in my name, there am I in the midst of them. This is the word of the Lord.
Thank you, Terrence. Beautifully read. Now, our second reading will be done by none other than Terrence's daughter, Sarah. Sarah, please.
The tall 14-year-old gave a little wave to her friends as she looked over the enormous audience.
Hi, everyone. Today's reading is from Luke 7, verse 31 through 35. To what then can I compare the people of this generation? What are they like? They are like children sitting in the marketplace and calling out to each other. We played the flute for you, and you did not dance. We sang a dirge, and you did not cry. For John the Baptist came neither eating bread nor drinking wine, and you say he has a demon. The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and you say, here is a glutton and a drunkard, a friend of tax collectors and sinners. But wisdom is proved right by all her children. This is the word of the Lord.
Shannon smiled and returned to her seat as if she were walking on air. She clearly loved her reading, every word of it.
me hear you say, we can't find a bridge to cross. There must be a way.
When it seems there's no tomorrow for this life that we've known, I'll take your hand in sorrow. We won't be alone. Then tell me there's a chance for us. Let me hear you say that we can find a bridge to cross. There must be a way.
When the summer is over and all that we see is a lost world around us in a dying country, then tell me there's a chance for us. Let me hear you say that we can find a bridge to cross. There must be a way. When we're lost in the darkness, then just round the bend, a new day is dawning. Our hopes rise again. A new day is dawning. Our hopes rise again. Our hopes rise again.
Trillions of living things are everywhere around. Our lives are all planted deep into the sacred ground. There's everything to love and everything to fear. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. And nature lives here.